welcome. I'm Ijoma Onyato. Tonight, former National Security Advisor cries out, says he's being vilified by the EFCC for contracts approved by former President Goodluck Jonathan. Founder of Dar Communications, Chief Raymond Dokpesi, granted bail by Federal High Court in Abuja. Former Nemasa DG rearrested at the Lagos High Court premises and bundled into a waiting vehicle just hours after being granted bail. And President Barack Obama says the U.S. is hitting IS harder than ever.
On Business News Tonight, cybersecurity experts say Nigeria should optimize its Cybersecurity Act signed into law this year.
And on Sports News Tonight, members of the victorious Dream Team 6 are back home and have promised an improved performance in Rio.
The former National Security Advisor, Colonel Sambo Dasuki, is accusing the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission of subjecting him to a media trial, despite being privy to the information that the funds which he's being accused of disbursing had the seal of former President Goodluck Jonathan. Now, he gave an instance citing the 10 billion naira given to the PDP, which he said was meant for the party's national convention, as approved by the former president. He also said the sum of 4.6 billion naira was paid to Sagir Bafarawa, son of the former governor Atahiru Bafarawa of Sokoto State, through his company Dalhatu Investment for the purchase of vehicles and motorcycles, as well as to some women who were sent to Saudi Arabia for pilgrimage. The former NSA also confirmed the payment of 5 billion naira into a Zenith bank account, which was disbursed as follows: Jabama Ada Global Nigeria Limited, 400 million naira. RR Hospital, 750 million naira. Acacia Holdings Limited, 1.25 billion naira. Barrister I.M. Bala, 150 million naira. African Cable TV, 350 million naira. Nigerian Defence Academy, 159 million naira. BB, 350 million naira. Abuja Electricity Distribution Company, 125.5 million naira. Coscharis Motors, 119 million naira, and Basha Nigeria Limited, 380 million naira. In respect of funds given to Ambassador Bashir Yuguda between December 2014 and 2015, the former NSA said he authorized the payment of 1.5 billion naira from the office of the NSA for political campaigns in the last elections. He also confirmed paying Dar Communications the sum of 2.12 billion naira for media activities for the presidential campaign 2015, amongst other payments. Meanwhile, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission says it will not join words with the embattled former NSA over allegations that the EFCC is subjecting him to a media trial. The spokesperson of the EFCC told Channels Television that Colonel Dasuki has been arraigned in court, so it would be baseless replying his allegations. Meanwhile, the former security advisor, retired Colonel Sambo Dasuki, and two other officials have been arraigned on fresh charges of stealing and criminal breach of trust. Mr. Dasuki and his director of finance while in office, Shaib Salisu, and Aminu Babakusa, a director of Acacia Holdings, are charged with misappropriation, conspiracy and diversion of public funds to the tune of over 32 billion naira. The accused are alleged to have transferred 1.45 billion naira to Acacia Holdings Limited as sum for spiritual prayers. Our correspondent Amaka Okafor reports.
Former National Security Advisor Colonel Sambo Dasuki has been arraigned on fresh charges of corruption. Mr. Dasuki and his co-accused were charged with stealing over 32 billion naira while in office. The former National Security Advisor and the Director of Finance while in office, Shuaibu Salisu, were accused of transferring the sum of 1.450 billion naira and 750 million naira in two tranches as payment for spiritual prayers. He and his co-accused were also also said to have transferred 380 million naira to some members of the House of Representatives to pursue their election bid, while another sum of 260 million naira was alleged to have been transferred to the former chairman board of trustees of the People's Democratic Party, Chief Tony Aneni. Also said to have benefited from the transfer of funds are the former chairman of DAR Communications, who was said to have received the sum of 2.120 billion naira, and 659 million naira said to have been transferred to the account of General Hydrocarbons Limited, owned by Mr. Nduka Obaibona, the publisher of this day newspaper, as payment for energy consulting. The third accused person, Mr. Aminu Babakusa, and his company Acacia Holding and One Reliance Referral Hospital Limited were accused of being conduits for the transfer of some of the funds. All the accused persons pleaded not guilty to the charges.
I'm forbidden from making comments on the charges now. Safe to say that the accused persons have pleaded not guilty, and we don't want to engage in trial on the pages of newspapers. The evidence will come at the right time, and then the court will judge or determine the matter.
They all pleaded not guilty, and the next thing is for us to come back tomorrow and argue application for bail. Nothing serious really took place.
Having taken their plea, Justice Hussein Baba Yusuf adjourned to Tuesday, the 15th of December 2015, to hear the bail application filed by the former National Security Advisor and his co-accused persons. Colonel Dasuki had been previously arraigned on a 6-count charge of unlawful possession of firearms and money laundering before the Federal High Court, Abuja. Amaka Okafo, Channels Television News.
A federal high court in Abuja today granted bail to the former chairman of DAR Communications, Chief Raymond Dokpesi. To perfect the bail conditions, the court ordered that Mr. Dokpesi must produce 2 sureties who have property worth 200 million naira, verifiable by reputable estate surveyors. The sureties must swear to an affidavit that if the accused is not available for trial, then their property will be forfeited to the government. Justice Gabriel Kolawole also ordered that Mr. Dokpesi must not be rearrested and that any invitation for further investigation by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission must be through his lawyers, who will provide him within the hours of 10 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. Mr. Dokpesi's international passport must be deposited with the court registrars, and sureties must deposit their passport photographs. He also ordered that the accused be remanded in Kuje prison if his bail conditions are not met. Mr. Raymond Dokpesi is charged by the EFCC, along with his company, DAR Holdings and Investment Limited, on a 6-count charge of criminal conspiracy, to which he pleaded not guilty. The trial has been adjourned to February the 2nd, 2016.
And shredded of legalese and of plenty grammar. The bail conditions are that he should have 2 shorties, one of whom must have landed property in FCT, both shorties to swear to affidavit of means and deposit photocopies of their passport with the court, and that the court registrar should cross-check that property whether it is up to 200 million naira, because the property, the shorties are to sign that the bail is in the sum of 200 million naira per shorty, and that Dokpesi should also deposit his passport with the court, with a rider, that anytime he wants to travel, he can apply to the court and give cogent reasons why he wants to travel, and that the court will give his passport to enable him travel.
Purely at the discretion of the judge, and you hardly see where the appellate court will interfere with the granting of this appeal. Even under the Administration of Criminal Justice law, the Federal High Court had earlier refused bail for some people that were charged for multiple offences. You remember the case we were doing in Backyard about this CPN scam. So the bail was refused by the Federal High Court, and the Court of Appeal upheld it last week. So it's not, it's purely at the discretion of the court, since the court decided to grant bail.
Staying with legal matters now, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has rearrested Mr. Akpobolokemi, the former Director General of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency. He was taken into custody outside the premises of the Federal High Court after Justice Ibrahim Buba adjourned his case to January the 18th, 2016. The case was adjourned following a request made by the Defence Counsel, who was not ready for the commencement of trial. Our judiciary correspondent Shola Shoyeli reports.
The immediate past Director General of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, NIMASA, was arraigned 2 weeks ago before two different judges of the Federal High Court, Lagos. Before Justice Saliu Saidu, he was arraigned alongside 9 others on a 30-count charge of conversion, stealing and illegally laundering about 3.4 billion naira. Before Justice Ibrahim Buba, he was arraigned alongside 7 others on a 22-count charge of stealing about 2.6 billion naira. Both courts granted him bail in the sum of 50 million naira each. While the first court fixed January 29, 2016 for the commencement of trial, the second court, after warning lawyers in the matter not to unnecessarily delay trial, fixed the 14th of December for the prosecution to open its case against the accused persons. The case, however, failed to proceed after counsel representing the 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th accused persons asked the court for an adjournment, having just been briefed to take over the case. The other defense counsel adopted the prayers for the adjournment, and with the approaching Christmas holidays and vacation, the court was forced to adjourn to the 18th of January 2016 for trial. As the first defendant stepped outside the court premises, he was approached by the operatives of the EFCC, and this drama ensued. Apparently still shocked by the incident, the lawyers refused to comment. They have, however, insisted that they will challenge his arrest in court. Shola Shoyeli, Channels Television News.
In part 2, after the break, we kickstart our end-of-year programs. It takes a look at the year in retrospect, and we're starting off tonight with politics. That's in a moment. To join us again.